You know, you can always tell a deserted planet from the noises it doesn't make. No whirring of motors, no dogs barking, no bird song. Just the call of the Commodore Garden archaeology student. Oi, Arex, please, you're supposed to be breaking camp, not smashing it. Oh, come on, Duran. We'd better join them. Show them how it should be done.
Perfecton was probably very different when it was inhabited, though, don't you think, Professor Summerfield?
Well, that's what we're trying to find out. But 5,000 years is a long time. Any planet would have changed a bit after so long, even with no civilization.
The entire Perfecton civilization wiped out by a single virus.
Hey! You won't make an archaeologist if you keep making assumptions like that.
But that's what Earth Central said. That's why this was a prohibited world until 2 weeks ago.
That's what they assumed. It's a different thing. The fact is, no one knows. After all, the Perfectons had incredibly advanced technology, even though they didn't have space travel. So, you'd think that they could have dealt with most things. So maybe it was a virus. Maybe not. After a bit more excavation, we might find some more clues.
I wish we weren't going back to the university tonight. There's so much more to find out.
Yeah, but at least we'll be able to have a bath back on the Winton. I mean, each of us. Separately. Not together.
Yeah. The bath would be nice.
Yeah. Well, I think we better go back and help the others right away. Now. Oh, stop it, Bernice. He's far too young. How's it going, you lot?
Fine. Well, I say that. But Philippe's been lazing around. Marjorie's been playing with your cat. Plus has been trying to look down Rose's top whenever she bends over. And Arex isn't talking to anyone because we're all human scum.
Human scum.
But I'm doing fine. Actually, I'm looking forward to writing all this up. There's a book in it, wouldn't you say, Professor Summerfield?
I'll have to see if my publisher's interested, but I'm a bit busy at the moment.
I didn't actually mean...
You must have material for loads more books, Bernice, from all that time you spent exploring space.
You called her Bernice. Is that allowed?
Virtually everything is allowed, Jane. Call me whatever you're comfortable with, as long as it's flattering.
Then I'll call you Benny. Can I ask you something?
Yes?
Is it true what they say about you?
What?
That you were in the military, oppressing people.
I was conscripted straight out of the academy, Ms. Waspo, like a lot of us during the wars. I bailed out of a troopship on the way to a battle, joined a dig by faking my qualifications, and worked my way up to being in charge of expeditions.
Gosh.
I gained my professorship on the run, through experience. Any more questions?
Bernice, could I have a word? In private.
Well, of course. You six finish packing. The shuttle will be here in 20 minutes to take us back to the spaceship. And the rest of the expedition will be joining us here.
Right.
Okay.
All right.
Well?
It's about the star. The one up there, I mean.
Mm-hmm.
I did a course in astrophysics at my last college. Just the basics. But enough to know that this star is a very old, very diffuse red giant. Surely it could go supernova at any time.
Of course. But the ship's sensors would detect the first signs of such a collapse. I've been assured there are plans to get us away in time. Oh, that isn't the most scary bit, Duran. Michael, the climate here is impossible for a planet orbiting a red giant. So, presumably it's maintained by some remaining piece of Perfecton technology. One which could go wrong at any moment, leaving us all suddenly vulnerable to the chill vacuum of space.
All of a sudden, I feel really cold.
Do you?
Bernice.
Let's get back to the camp.
Yes. Let's.
And I've had the most wonderful time here. Sunbathing, you know. Not all us professors work as hard as your lovely Bernice. But it will be nice to get back to the dear old ship. Talking of dear old things, here comes Professor Summerfield now. Bernice! Woohoo! We know where you've been!
What? What do you mean, Professor Candy? I've merely been discussing some important issues with...
Ooh, guilty conscience.
Ah, yes. That's me. Never miss a chance to seduce my students. Is the shuttle here yet?
Just coming now, dear.
Thank goodness for that. Come on, everyone. Time to go back into space. Hello? Captain Balsam?
Welcome to the bridge, Professor Summerfield. What can we do for you?
Just a small worry before bedtime. One of my students thinks that the star's going to blow up and kill us all.
Oh, it is entirely possible. The blowing up bit, I mean. That star could detonate right now or in 300 years' time. It's impossible to tell. Prince here is my navigator. You've been briefed on this, haven't you, Lieutenant Prince?
The captain's right about the star. I believe that it was one of the factors that Earth Central took into account when opening the quarantine on Perfecton.
You're very well informed, but if it does go boom...
Oh, we're
then...
completely prepared. The automatics are tuned to listen in for the first signs of collapse, and they'll have the whole ship up and about if it starts to happen. We'll have about 3 hours then before supernova. More than enough time to sort everything out and get into hyperspace.
You know, I had wondered if you knew about this. Your fellow academics don't seem the type to take risks.
The Dean of St. Oscar's University is noted for his sense of humour. Well, I'm off for a bath. Good night.
Good night, Professor.
Sweet dreams.
Question. Are we in place?
Confirmed, Master. We are orbiting above an Inland-class cruiser. Fact. This class of cruiser was withdrawn from military service because of problems with its sensors. Main problem, the inability to sense objects above itself.
Good fact, Servitor. So they are not aware of us. We will plunder this ship's data as an appetizer for the planets below. For the glory of the Grell.
Glory of the Grell! Glory of the Grell!
Command, prepare the attack force.
We obey!
Okay, Rosie, I fell asleep. Yeah, just let me get my robe on. Okay, hungry cat, let's... Hang on a second. What have we got here? Duran? Bathroom's free?
Huh? Oh. Right. Thanks, Bernice.
What on earth were you doing falling asleep in the corridor? Why didn't you just knock on the door?
I knew it was you in there from the singing. I thought you deserved a bit of a soak with all the work you put in, so I left you for a while.
Listening to me sing?
Lullaby of Birdland, isn't that what it's called? Certainly was a lullaby in my case.
Well, here's your towel. Go and have your bath. When you've finished, you can pop in and have a glass of brandy with me. If you want.
Yeah, that would be nice. Well, I'll just...
Yes, sir. Go on. Yippee!
Fact. We are approaching the cruiser. Ready yourselves to access its data ports.
Yes, Master.
Question. Do all Grell have their data axes ready?
Yes, Master.
Command. Prepare to board.
Yes, Master.
I deserve this, Wolsey. No, I really do. I need to be loved. I mean, I'm sure you love me, but that's not quite the same thing. Actually, I'm not sure about that at all. To you, I'm probably just some sort of servant woman who brings fish at regular intervals. Oh, I know Michael Duran's very young and one of my students, but I'll probably be asleep by the time he gets here anyway. I must stay awake. I know. I'll load up that thesis Professor Archduke asked me to look at. Obscure theatrical forms from 20th century Earth. Oh, why I ever agree to read a textbook, even if it is about my favourite period. But it's got to be done. It'll keep me focused for a bit anyway. Computer, menu please.
Please select function.
Search file. Archduke Professor.
File found. Uploading data.
Oh, what am I doing? This isn't going to keep me awake. What sort of impression am I going to give if I'm reading a textbook when he arrives? Oh my goodness. Here he is. Wish me luck, Walls. Come in.
Professor Summerfield.
What the hell? I mean, Lieutenant Prince. Hello.
We've just detected a large movement on the planet's surface. Did you see anything while you were down there that could account for that?
No, I...
Prince, back to the bridge. There's a bloody great missile heading right at us from the planet.
Received. Coming, Captain.
Oh, the planet's dead! Right, I'm coming with you.
Data is now uploaded to central computer.
Oh, shut up. We've no time for that now.
File overview.
Command. Grell. Board ship now.
We obey. Fact. Something is approaching from the planet.
For the glory of the Grell.
The glory of the Grell. The glory of the Grell. The glory of the Grell.
What's happening, Captain?
Missile still bearing directly at us. Begin evasive maneuvers now.
Security scan indicates main airlock activated.
What?
You mean someone's boarding the ship?
Professor Summerfield, there you are.
Professor Candy, what are you...
We're being invaded. The place is full of
what?
I don't know. Vile squid-face things.
How the hell did they get in?
Oh, God, they must have approached us from above.
Missiles still approaching.
This doesn't make sense. Why would they still be firing a missile at us if they're boarding us?
Who?
Or whoever they are.
Command! Leave those controls! Fact! You are prisoners of the glorious Grell! Prepare to...
Just a minute. There's a whacking great missile heading straight for us. We've got to...
Fact! Grell do not use missiles!
Too late, it's going to...
What on earth was I doing last night to end up here? Oh well. Sunshine. Trees. Flowers. Could be a lot worse. No, it couldn't. I'm dead. Something hit the ship and I'm dead. Oh. No burning flesh. No brimstone. Which can only mean... hello? I just wanted to say thanks very much, whatever sort of god you are. Oh, goddess! Goodness, if it is you. I'm sorry for taking your name in vain all these years. It's very good of you to take me despite everything, and now I believe in you and will admit to any sins that you want to hear about and sort of throw myself on the mercy of the court and everything. Oh, thank you for having me.
Hello!
God is an enormous cat in a hat.
I say, I didn't expect you to be awake.
No, neither did I. If I am.
Thought I'd leave you to get some kip while I satisfied myself about breakfast. Meow.
Indeed. So, what shall we do today?
Well, you had some very strange ideas about that last night.
I did?
Oh, yes. Before you fell asleep, you said to me, Woolsey...
Woolsey?
Yes, dear. Woolsey, who were you expecting?
But Woolsey is my cat.
Oh, you have had a rough night. I am he, Woolsey. Woolsey, your oldest, dearest friend. Listen, I'd do anything for you, dear. I'd do
Don't
anything...
sing! Look, I believed you. Just don't sing. Now, if you'll do anything for me, tell me this. What strange ideas was I entertaining last night?
Why, you were ready to give up all thought of becoming Lord Mayor of London.
Huh, surely not.
Indeed, Dick, old chap.
Dick, chap?
Listen, when I get together with other cats, usually ones whose owners have done terrible surgical things to them, they tell me that you, Master, are lucky to have a Woolsey. No, I tell them, it's me who's lucky. I'm lucky to have a...
I'm a boy, am I?
More of a man now, you lively, larkish lad.
But I'm wearing tights. Why am I wearing tights? I don't usually wear tights. Or a tunic and a tricorn hat. You're quite sure I'm a... no, hang on. Excuse me for a moment. I'm just going to pop behind that tree. Oh, thank goodness for that. I'm not a boy. You know that operation? Well, I think you're just a bit luckier than I am.
You seem in higher spirits now, Master. Tell you what, let's turn back onto that road to London and prove that the streets there are paved with gold.
All right, as long as you don't sing.
I'm going to hang out my bloomers on the washing line. Oh, look at the size of them. Looks like I'm sending a message to sailors. Well, perhaps I am. Oh, if that's that good-for-nothing son of mine, Jack, then he'd better have my cow with him.
Fact, we have no cow. We are the Grell.
Oh, my giddy kippers. I haven't seen a sight like that since I popped round the back of the fishmonger's trolley and had a look at his buttered place. What do you lot want here anyway? Disturbing a beautiful young woman's underwear.
Fact, we must know where we are. Question, what planet is this? Have we travelled through time? How did we come to be here? What are these strange frilled garments that we are wearing?
I'm Dame Candy, and this is my house. Now, you put that axe away. I mean, you could do someone a nasty with that. Oh, look over there.
Fact, there is nothing there.
Bye-bye.
Fact, it was a ruse. She is getting away. Command, after her.
We obey.
Oh, lorks! Blimey, O'Reilly.
Round the cottage, quickly. We obey. Fact, I will remain here and catch her as she passes me.
Oh, you sinister squid. Take that, fish face. Don't be crabby. If I'd been in your place, I'd have worn a cod piece. Now I'd better skate.
Fact, there is a Grell in our path. Fact, we cannot stop in time.
From my perch, it looks like you're all floundering. Toodaloo, boys.
Wolsey, have you always been like you are?
Eh? Oh, absolutely not. When I was a kitten, I was tremendously gauche and ugly. The runt of the litter, what? To achieve style such as mine requires years of experience, the rough and tumble of the world. But what are you saying, Dick? You knew me when I was young. Is this some sort of clever riddle?
No. Wolsey, you are my cat.
Well, of course I'm your cat, Dick.
Walls, I'm not Dick. I'm not even a boy. I'm a woman.
You are having an identity crisis, aren't you? Well, mistress, what would a woman be doing wearing clothes like these? Answer me that. Where are your...
They're here. This tunic's just not particularly flattering.
Your pointy hat, or your golden eye makeup, or your silver slippers.
What is this, the land of disco?
No, this is England.
England? England on Earth?
Young master, why are you talking in this dratted strange way? Has the journey made your mind wander? Let's rest. See, there's a cottage just over there.
All right, let's hope it's a B&B. Come on, I'll race you. Last one there, sir? No, I can't think of anything worse than this. I don't think there's anyone in. But the door's unlocked. Let's go in.
Oh, the stench of this place.
It's been long abandoned, I'd say. Or maybe it's a student house. Look, there's a huge pile of washing up in the sink. Hello?
Hello?
There's definitely no one here.
There's a room full of beds up here, Master Dick. Some sort of dormitory, I presume.
Oh, the smell's even worse in here. No, it's no good. I can't sleep in this room. Apart from anything else, the stink precludes a comfortable night's kip. I'm going to have to clean the whole house up.
Are you sure? Oh, sounds too much like hard work to me.
Has to be done, though. Tidying up is in my blood. I'm the sort of person who does the washing up during the dinner party.
Suit yourself. I shall sleep here on this pile of pullovers.
Hang on a sec. I'm not the sort of person who does this sort of thing at all. I live amongst piles of rubbish. dead to me. I wonder if you automatically become a hygiene fanatic in the afterlife. Then again, maybe somebody spiked my ginger beer with some sort of drudgery drug. I need some fresh air. What the? Harmonising bluebirds. I'm definitely on drugs. Hey, you can't come in. Put those down. Birds don't need teacups. Oh, you're washing them up for me. Of course, makes perfect sense. Oh, and you brought your mice friends to help. Stop it! Don't go through there! The house is in enough mess already. Look, just don't leave any droppings, please. Shoo, shoo! Ooh. Well, thank you, my little friend. Everything's certainly much cleaner and tidier now. It's time for bed. I'll wake up back at the exploding ship. Hopefully.
I've been having the most wonderful dream. Tweet, tweet. Meow.
These beds are clean now. The mice must have done the laundry. Or maybe it was the squirrels. Never mind. I'll wake up and this will all have been a dream. And I'll be back on the ship. And the explosion will have been a dream too. And I'll not be dead.
There are people in our beds.
Wake them up.
Hello? Wake up.
Morning, Doran. Did you sleep well? Come here.
Ow! Me beard! For that you die, human scum!
I'll be with you in a moment. Wait a sec. Okay. Right. Human scum. Death and all that. Hello?
What was that about human scum?
Oh, don't take any notice of Moody. He's always like that. But I suppose he's not really a bad, small person underneath.
I am not a small person. I'm a dwarf, and I'm proud.
Oh, yes. Dwarf pride.
Arix? Blues? Waspo, what exactly are you all doing in my afterlife?
She's crackers. One sequin short of a ball gown.
She? What's all this she business? Are you optically as well as vertically disadvantaged? This is Dick.
Well, that's one way of putting it. I don't know who you think you are. I'm Bitchy.
I'd noticed.
Very funny. I've never heard that one before. It's my name. And these are Moody, Gushy, Laddish, Liberal and Lazy.
But I know you all as other names. You're my tutorial group, goodness. If this is the afterlife, then you must have done something terrible and karmic involving short people.
As I said, she's lost in an enchanted forest and can't find her way to the Candy Cottage.
Perhaps you represent the 7 deadly sins. Perhaps this is actually hell.
Hell is little people. But you're mistaken anyhow, because there are only 6 of these fellows.
So why did I think...
No, there are 7 of us. The other one is getting you a cup of hot milk. To wake you up gently, he said. When he saw you, he could only say...
She's beautiful.
Doran?
Well, maybe that's what you know him as, but we call him cute.
Oh, my goodness. Look, lazy, moody, laddish, gushy, bitchy, liberal and cute. 7 of you. And I knew that before I was told. How is that possible?
I've ceased to understand much of what you say. What worries me, Dick, is that these 7 tadpoles are convinced you're female. Perhaps they've escaped from some travelling show. I hear the king had a new plan to deal with such as they. It's called Care in the Entertainment Community.
We have not escaped from a show. We work in our mine and sell rubies and diamonds that we find there in the village market.
Is there much of a market for precious stones in a small agrarian community?
Perhaps they're a little short.
Oh, for goodness sake, look, once and for all, where am I? What is this place?
This is the land of good King Rupert.
Who? Gadzooks, these squibs have never heard of England. Is that possible? Why, I thought there would always be an England.
Don't sing! Oh, look, you lot can't even agree what country we're in. I have memories of being an entirely different person to who I think I am now, and...
Was she just as lovely?
You're all like caricatures. Quick sketches of my students with just their most basic traits. I remember all of you as different people. And worst of all, I remember the person that I was. Dying. I believe that I remember the moment of my death. So this has to be an afterlife of some sort. But if it is, where's the judgment? Or reward, or even punishment? What's the point of all this? Oh, you don't understand at all. Oh, I'm going to get some fresh air.
Oh, she's so complicated and deep.
Yes, he is.
How come the afterlife is this pointless and confusing? It's all gone wrong somehow. My afterlife's gone wrong, and I'm going to have to spend an eternity being the only one who can remember who I was before. This is actually hell. Oh, God. Oh, God.
Help! Help! They're hot on my tail! And let me tell you, that's not as good as it sounds.
Professor Candy! And you're dressed as a woman. Tell me, do you think I'm a boy or a girl?
Well, it's so hard to tell these days. But listen, here they come!
Fact, there she is.
It's the Grell! In my afterlife, the Grell from the planet Grellor. You don't think you're gnomes or elves or something, do you?
Fact, we are the Grell. New fact, you know of our true identity. Corollary, you have information concerning our situation. Therefore, you will come with us and tell us all you know.
I think not. Do you imagine that this building behind us is a mere cottage?
Confirm. Conclusion, yes, we do.
Oh.
Scarpa!
Inside the cottage! Aliens! And they know they're aliens. All right, so they want to suck all the information out of my brain, but at least they're from the same universe as me.
Hello, boys and girls. I'm Dame Candy, and I don't know what she's talking about either. But there are some hideous demons out there who've chased me all the way through the woods. And that hasn't happened in a while, let me tell you.
Demons?
Oh, sure. And stepmothers are nice people.
Fact, we are breaking down the door.
Don't just sit there. We've got to defend ourselves.
Gosh, we must defend Bernice.
Okay, dwarves, let's reach up high and kick some bottom. No demon's going to get into our cottage.
Don't worry, Dick. I'll protect you. Who did you say these demons were?
Let's just say I know them by reputation. They're called the Grell. They're gittish data pirates who think they're cleverer than everyone else and charge around the universe sucking information from people's brains. Oh, it's so wonderful to see someone else from home.
You, Candy, look at Dick. Male or female?
Ooh, I'll say. Male.
Fact, we are inside the cottage. Command, get them.
We obey.
Quick, everyone, upstairs!
I'll hold them off. So, my squiddish friends, who's for calamari?
Up here! One's got in!
Find facts.
It doesn't know what it's doing here, and that's the most dangerous situation in which to meet a Grell. Intellectually, it's like a cornered rat. Grell, how did you come to be here?
We do not know. We boarded a ship. We saw facts. We were suddenly here.
Do you remember dying?
I am alive, therefore...
You do, don't you? Oh, you're just too literal-minded to appreciate the fact. Tell me, this is important. Do the Grell have an afterlife? What's it supposed to be like?
Information. The inner land of Slawcourt is inside Grellor. There, none are servitors. All are masters. All facts are knowable. Nothing is hidden. And the secrets of the universe are available as perfect flowers on the walls. There are no dwarves there.
But what about if you're evil? Where do bad Grell go?
There are no bad Grell.
Fab. So this isn't eternal torment. This is a puzzle. And puzzles are here to be solved. When whoever your current master is has given it some thought, he'll realise that you Grell are as much out of your depth here as I am. Couldn't we join forces?
Fact. The Grell do not form partnerships with less knowledgeable races.
As you wish. All right, dwarves, grab him.
We can hold him hostage and get the others to call off the siege.
If we do that, we'll be here forever. The Grell don't like losing servitors. They see it as a possible information leak. No, this one's too little to bother with. Throw him back.
Why don't we kill him then? It'll be one less of the things.
I'm a professor of archaeology, not a soldier. I don't kill people.
Since when have you been giving the orders?
Do you want your 2-1 or not?
Eh?
Oh, never mind. Now, a Grell carapace can quite easily handle a fall from this height. You monster, will tell your master that we should work together, right?
Fact. I am in reluctant agreement.
Fine. Let him go!
Look at them all down there. We're totally surrounded.
Well, you'd better hope that my plan works then. And now, I must just see what my cat's getting up to.
Haven't you, foul fiends? Master Dick!
Fact! The newcomer is unarmed! Command! Get her!
We obey!
Oh, crook, so I am. Ha-ha! Stop or be atomized!
But, Master Dick, that's just a frying pan.
Observation! The frying pan is not an offensive weapon!
Sorry, I see what you were trying to do now.
Command! Get her!
We obey!
I can be hurt! So I'm not dead! Oh, bugger, I can be hurt.
This could be it. They're going to charge us. Hold on to me, Dick.
I beg your pardon?
New fact! A large body of troops is approaching. New instructions. Leave this place and hide.
We obey!
Oh, Woolsey. Good cat. Come on, let's see who's come to our rescue. Hello?
Why? She's...
Not on top form at the moment, actually. We would invite you in, but the place is just such a mess.
She's beautiful. But my lady, is that blood I see? You are wounded.
Now you come to mention it, I do feel a bit...
I have you. Why, those fiends. I shall hunt them down across the kingdom. I shall not rest until their entry...
Brandy. And do put some on the wound as well. Thank you.
My lady? She is unconscious. You are all her friends?
His friends, yes.
Yes, we certainly are. And you, if I may say so, look to be a very well-appointed young man.
Then you must all come with me. I am Prince Charming, son of King Rupert. We were out riding when we saw your cottage under attack from those demons, and we had to intervene. I am taking this unfortunate and beautiful lady to a place where she may receive the best medical attention. We ride to my father's castle.
Oh, where am I? Boy, I'm cliched. Stop, what are you doing?
Why, I am merely kissing you awake. You'd been asleep for several days. That is the traditional method of waking such as you.
Charming.
At your service, I am Prince Charming, son of King Rupert. And in answer to your first question, you are in a bedchamber in my father's castle. I woke you because the royal apothecaries assured me that your arm is healed, and I thought you might wish to attend the king's ball this evening.
Ball? But...
I shall leave you in peace. You will see me this evening. I hope that you might consider sharing the first dance with me, you beautiful, mysterious stranger. Farewell!
But I'm not a stranger! I know you! You're Lieutenant Prince from the Winton! A little over the top, but unmistakably Lieutenant Prince. Oh, what's the point? He doesn't remember. None of them do. I'm in a storybook world and all the characters are people off the ship. Or cats. What does it mean?
Dick, we really do have to talk.
Wolsey, how long have I been asleep?
3 days.
3 days?
The prince has made sure that that Candy Woman and those deluded dwarves have been given the finest apartments.
That Candy Woman, as you call her, is a man.
Oh, don't you start. I'd heard about noblesse oblige, but that prince seems to think you're much too obliging and much too
My arm! It's healed almost completely. So, we can get hurt here, but it's as if this world doesn't like it very much.
Dick, what are these strange things of which you speak? We've known each other all our lives. Is it that you have succumbed to madness, or has the whole world gone mad?
I promise I'll explain. Now, turn your back, Walls. I'm going to find some clothes.
Turn my back? Dick, you and I have bathed in the same bathtub when times were hard.
And I've seen you poo, but I still think you ought to turn your back or you'll get a whole new perspective on Dick. My own clothes aren't here, but... Oh, just look at this stuff. No, don't. I'm still not dressed. Oh, this is a frock lover's paradise. Silk and lace and all one of those pointy hat thingies. I've always wanted to wear one of those. Oh, fabby silver shoes. Oh, God, I'm glad they don't have corsets in the 26th century. Actually, for once, I'm glad I don't have much to hold in. A girl could die of suffocation. OK, you can look now.
You don't make a very convincing female.
It's time, old friend, to explain to you who I really am.
Oh, I suppose I always knew, but behind closed doors is one thing. Are you really going to go out dressed like that?
Come on, Cat. Let's sit down and I'll tell you all about it. I need somebody else to understand the truth. The thing is, Walls, I remember a life before this one. One where I was a completely different person. My name isn't Dick. It's Bernice.
Oh, don't be stupid.
Bernice. Bernice Summerfield. I'm a professor of archaeology in the year 2593. I get the feeling that something in this place would like me to forget that, so forgive me if I keep repeating it. And I'm a woman, not a boy, as you'd have found out if you'd looked round when I was dressing just now.
You are as mad as that woman who tried to sell me the magic beans. I don't believe a word of this tale. I leave you to sleep in the forest, and when you wake up, you're a different person. Were you taken by the fairies?
All right. So tell me about Dick, the person that I used to be. What's his surname?
Whittington.
Richard Whittington. I know that name. That's a real person, a historical figure. 3 times Lord Mayor of London between 1397 and 1420.
Well, that's always been your ambition. You told me that the streets there were paved with gold.
Yeah, now wait a minute. You can tell me that I'm Richard Whittington if you like, but you're not telling me that this kingdom is England in the 14th or 15th century. Well, look out of the window. Perfect trees and hills and windmills and rivers and yellow brick roads. And what about King Rupert?
That has occurred to me. This must be some small kingdom in Surrey or Kent that the real king tolerates. I didn't know that places like this still existed.
Oh, Wolsey, you can't really believe that.
Please, don't stroke me. With you dressed like that, it's rather disturbing. Tell me this. Where did you acquire your knowledge of these demons you call the Grell? You know every blasted detail about them, yet I, who've been by your side, always have never seen them.
Exactly. Oh, that's the kind of anomalous detail I'm talking about. I first met the Grell, well, years ago.
I see. Well, I assume that I must have been asleep at the time. But the point is, where did you get all these details that you told the dwarves about how those things live and die? For the past few days, Cute has been regaling me with stories of your secret knowledge.
That's because I've encountered them on several occasions, getting in the way of various archaeological expeditions on various planets. They...
Wait. Archaeology, this word you've used twice now, is... well, I know not what. And planets are only those things that determine our fate, as seen by old ladies in tea leaves.
There. That proves that this world is an anomaly. Tea!
If you want. Bit early for me.
No, tea. You can't drink tea. Not in the England of 1420 you can't, and certainly not in the England of knights and castles either. You've started to see it, haven't you? You've started to see that this world you live in just does not make sense.
I don't understand. I can't...
Hello. Oh, I'm sorry I startled you.
Who are you then?
Me? Oh, I'm the King's Vizier. Can't you tell by me Vizier's robes and Vizier's turban? I'm your humble servant, your highness, your most worthy, your highest upon high, etc., etc.
Your highness?
Your beauty is like that of the very stars.
Yes, from a distance they seem cold, but get too close and you lose your eyebrows.
Stop messing about. I'll come to you with a message from your father.
From my father? What did he say?
He wishes to see you urgently. He says something about romance.
Did you hear a hissing sound?
Yes, I thought it was you. So I'm royalty now, am I?
Which means your father is the king, Princess Bernice.
Yes, Hey, you call me Bernice.
Let's just say that I want to believe, even if it does severely limit my supply of dick jokes.
Opinion. It is necessary for us to capture the human female and interrogate her.
Agreed. She knows about this strange land. She will give us information.
Recent data. She has many allies, including dwarves and soldiers from the castle.
Then we too must find allies. Find allies! Find allies! Find allies!
Our daughter, come in. You may approach the throne of your royal father, King Rupert.
Captain Balsam? Dad, tell me, does the name Balsam mean anything to you?
Why, of course it does, child. It's our family name, the name of the royal house. You should know that.
Oh, of course, Dad. I'm just having one of those forgetful days. Tell you what, can I do something that I used to do when I was a kid? That old joke of ours.
Yes, of course. Oh, daughter, you're disarranging our royal beard.
Well, you're not an android anyway. So much for that idea.
Now, you may be wondering why I called you here today. As my eldest and most useful daughter, I have decided that it's time you got married.
Oh, no. Been there, done that, painted the spare room, split up, got miserable, got drunk, tried to seduce my students. I'm not going through all that again.
Now, there are several eligible bachelors in the kingdom. I prepared a list. Now, they will all be at the ball tonight. There's the Marquis de Char, a very rich young man, so I'm told. Young Jack from the village, exactly the opposite, poor but honest. Also John Wood, who's a woodcutter, will be there, big and strong, if you like that sort of thing.
Thanks for giving me such a wide selection.
And we must not discount the interest of young Prince Charming.
Perhaps we'd better, unless you do things very differently here.
Eh?
He is, after all, my brother.
What? Oh, my dear daughter, there is something that I have never mentioned to you. The boy you think of as your brother was a foundling, an infant discovered in the forest. He was found near to a strange cottage made entirely of chocolate and other sweets. I adopted him as my own. Charming has known the truth for years, so you mustn't be disturbed by his admiration for you or your love for him.
Fine. Interesting. Although for a moment there I didn't think you were going to be able to get out of that one. So, who else is on the list?
Well, this is also, if I may coin a pun, a little incestuous. But my vizier has been expressing an interest in you lately. He's gone so far as to ask formally for my permission to court you. But if you want to go down that route, I'm afraid you'll have to give up all interest in little Arab boys.
Hey?
As will he. We'll have no more of that.
Why don't I have a look at them all at the ball and make up my mind then?
Wonderful. You'll have the opportunity to get to know all of them this evening.
And may I bring all my friends with me?
Of course. I always say the more people I have at my balls, the better.
Ah, yes.
I think I'm beginning to get used to you in a dress. And that is certainly some dress.
Isn't it just? All these petticoats. Another anomaly, though. It's Victorian style, not medieval.
The dwarves are pleased that you turned out to be a princess because, and I quote, "You're so beautiful that you must be one."
That'll be Duran. I mean, cute.
They should have named him Mawkish. The vizier is also certain that you're a princess. He seemed to be taking this hissing sound with him wherever he went. He insisted that you had always lived there, except when being spirited away by an Arabic boy.
If only. What about Charming?
Well, he thinks he found you in the forest, a lost princess. He laughed out loud when I suggested that you were his sister.
Curious. Oh, in this dress it's just as well one doesn't have to attend to any biological functions in this world.
What are biological functions?
There was a time, I recall, when you were quite enthusiastic about all of them. So, nobody can get their story straight. It's all getting confused. Fasten your safety belt, Wolsey. We're in for a bumpy ball.
Ho, ho, ho.
Yes, thank you, Walls.
The Princess Bernice and Wolsey the cat.
Walk slower, Walls. If I put my feet down too hard, these glass slippers will create a horrible ankle hemorrhaging situation.
The king's balls get bigger every year.
See? You don't need the dick jokes.
Dame Candy, with no one as yet.
What do you think of my frock? A bit too subtle, maybe? I didn't want anything that said, "Come and get me."
Well, that certainly doesn't.
It's, well, I believe polka dots are in at the moment.
The seven dwarves.
Hi, Princess Bernice.
Oh, he's so cute. Oh, no, don't be ridiculous, Bernice. That isn't the real Duran. He's not like that, really. I hope.
I do believe the little people are coming to sit with us.
Hi.
Oh, doesn't the princess look beautiful in that dress?
The crowd don't seem to be entirely happy with your presence.
Rumplephobia. There is a lot of post-dwarf and even anti-dwarf feeling, even amongst the dwarf community. You know, some say that we should abandon dwarf as a social construct altogether and just get on with being short.
I beg your pardon?
Prince Charming.
I think he's coming over here too. Oh, we are on it this evening.
And just look at what he's wearing.
Well, what do you think of the get-up, Bernice?
Ridicule is nothing to be scared of.
Oh, look over there.
Oh, my goodness. They must go to the same hairdressers as you, Dame Candy.
Yes, they're of my lot. Sisters, if I remember rightly. I must speak to them later.
Your lot?
Dames. You know, ladies of a certain age.
Yes, too old. I say, hello.
The Marquis du Chat and his faithful feline companion.
Puss in Boots.
I've warned you about your language before.
That's her name. Isn't she the daintiest little kitty you ever saw? I'd heard that another of my kind would be coming to this ball, but I could scarcely hope that she would be so soft-furred and silver. Oh, let's hope she hasn't been neutered, eh?
Hold on. Last time you contemplated romance, it was between two rubbish skips and resulted in a very angry neighbour and 6 kittens.
I don't know what you're talking about, if you'll excuse me.
I should have taken him to the vet when I had the chance.
Young Jack from the village.
Son, Your Highness, I'd like you to meet my good-for-nothing, my heroic son, Jack.
Delighted, I'm sure.
The King's Vizier.
Good evening. Oh, you look wonderful. Your beauty, princess, is like the truth itself.
Yes, it's hard to get hold of and you're never going to see all of it.
All rise for His Majesty King Rupert.
Greetings, my friends. You are welcome to my hospitality. Eat, drink, enjoy yourselves. This ball is for my daughter, Princess Bernice, that she may find a husband.
Excuse me for a minute. I'm just going to have a dance with my cat. This is a princess's excuse me. Sorry, Puss.
I was doing so well there,
The
too.
night is young. I'm sure you'll get to smell each other's bottoms later. Anyway, I need to talk to you. I'm going to accept the prince's hand in marriage.
That's a big decision.
Not really. I have a plan. Well, as much of a plan as I'll ever have. You know what closure is? Well, the king seems determined to have me married off. To make an ending. All sorts of stories are happening here, and I'm the main character in most of them. Well, it seems so to me. Oh, God. Maybe everyone thinks that they're the main character and I'm really just incidental. Oh, that's scary.
Is it?
I did think that all these people were robots.
Robots?
Because they seem to change their minds to order. But why would whatever program is controlling them do this? Why would it make me Richard Whittington or a princess? Anyway, I want to see what happens if I move so fast that all these intentions and stories and attempts at closure get mixed up. Maybe we'll get to see what's really going on, okay?
Yes?
I might need your help. If I wave my hand like this, I want you to distract the prince. Now, we're going to cut in on him.
You mean I have to dance with that hag? I mean, dame that he's got on his arm? Oh, well, as it's for you, Bernice.
Ah, my prince, you dance so well and you have such a manly chest. Why, I'm rather thinking of marrying you.
What? You are?
Please, sir, spare my blushes.
Sorry, I'm so overcome. This is the happiest day of my life. I must tell my father.
Just give me a few moments while I prepare myself for the big announcement. You just keep on dancing, Charming. Bye! John Wood, would you like to tie the knot?
Blimey.
No, don't say a thing. I'm quite overcome myself. In fact, I must just go and have a moment to myself to recover. Cheers! Oh, bother, that idiot prince is going to talk to the king after all. Wolsey, now!
Excuse me, Your Majesty.
Yes?
I've been meaning to have a few words with you.
Later, perhaps.
This cannot wait. I have been confused ever since I got here. What with all these strange shifts in personality and point of view, I doubt you'll explain anything to me, no matter how much I ask. So, I have come to an important conclusion.
What?
That the only thing left for me to do is dance.
All these years I've lived with that cat, and I never knew he could tap dance. Ah, Jack, just the person I wanted to see. Tell me, how does marriage appeal to you?
Why? He moves divinely.
More like a cat on a hot tin roof.
Oh, this is getting exhausting. Still, at least I can safely say that I don't owe it all to my pussy, unlike the Marquis de Chat just there. Ah, my dear Vizier, I've heard you've got a bit of a crush on me. Tell me more.
Oh, no. Yes. Normally, I have to force my brides into marriage through threats to the men they actually love. I've never had this degree of cooperation. Oh, shut up. I'm trying to be sincere.
Who are you talking to?
I must tell you all my wonderful news. The beautiful Princess Bernice has consented to be my bride.
Here, just a minute.
Midnight already? Okay, this is it. 0 hour. The pressure of so many stories. If I let just one of them have its own way, I don't think there'll be a happily ever after.
Is this true?
Yes, actually, but... Your Majesty? Father?
Yes?
I want to marry all of them. Every single one. Prince Charming, John the Woodcutter, poor Jack Candy from the village, the Marquis de Chat, even your Vizier. How's that for closure? Give us your blessing. Bring all these stories to an end. Do it!
I give.
What have you done? What's happening to my world?
I'm Professor Bernice Summerfield, and I don't belong here. Oh, it didn't work. I'm still here. What are you all staring at?
Your dress. It's changed.
Oh, that's just perfect. Even my frock hates me. Does it surprise you to see me dressed in rags? After all, I'm not really a princess, am I? You've won, haven't you? I'm still here. I'm still part of the story. I'm going to be trapped in this insane world forever. Let me out of here!
Here, let me help you up.
But, my shoe?
No, never mind that. Quick, you must get into the carriage.
Oh, yes, of course. Thank you, Mr. Weasel. I must get into the carriage, mustn't I? I don't care. This isn't real.
See ya!
Oi! Oh, this carriage smells terrible. Like the back of a greengrocer's shop. Not that you care, being a large talking rodent. Where are we? Ah! What's that? Mind out, little fella. Unless you like pumpkin, in which case, tuck in. Guess you weren't cut out to be a coachman, huh? You know, this is beginning to seem awfully familiar. But I just can't put my finger on it. Something I read about once. I'm supposed to go into this house? Oh, well, why not?
Ah, poor me. Forced to scrub floors by my two ugly stepsisters, whilst my father, Baron Hardop, knows nothing of my predicament. Ah, me! But I have danced with Prince Charming. If only my dress had not turned to rags on the stroke of midnight, forcing me to flee from his arms. I wonder if I will ever see my beloved prince again.
Look at me. I'm cleaning again. Bugger! And what's with my body language? My hands have hardly strayed from my hips and thighs since I got here. I'm always striking poses. What with Baron Hardup, who sounds like a character from a cheap porn novel, and a huge amount of cross-dressing and gender confusion in this world, I'm starting to wonder if I'm not living in the land of one-handed entertainment.
Don't you wish?
What the?
I thank you. They couldn't afford special effects, so I've gone without a bang on my entrance. For a long time now, more's the pity.
Who are you talking to? Come to that, who the golly gosh are you? You're not someone off the flipping ship. What the goodness me? I can't blinking well say what I want to blooming say.
Well, we don't want to upset the kiddies. I'm your fairy godfather. I'm here to make you an offer you can't refuse. I'll have you know I've just returned from the Enchanted Land.
Is that yet another dimension?
It's a nightclub in Camden. Don't you remember me? You didn't get that ball gown from Vivian Westwood, dear. And I made that pumpkin carriage up to some very exacting specifications with a team of elf mechanics. You don't seem to have used the first of my wishes to change your situation much. What are you going to do with the other two?
3 wishes? That's very familiar. I don't recognise you. I'm sure I don't, but I think my mother told me about you.
I very much doubt that.
Well, you don't look like anyone from the ship, but if you're in this dream world...
I think you're suffering from a slight misconception. This isn't a dream, or an afterlife, or a psychotic episode you're having. Start thinking like that, and everyone's lost.
Everyone? Do you mean to say that all of these people here who look like people I know are really them?
Bit slow, this one. I think she's suffering from PBS, post-ball syndrome.
Who are you talking to when you address the wall like that?
I'm talking to them. That lot out there. The punters.
My fairy godfather. And you're not a crew member. Look, am I right in thinking that you can do magic? Change the way the world works through supernatural means, disobey the rules of physics.
Of course, but I can only give you 2 more wishes. Those are the rules.
Well then, wish number 2. Show me who you're talking to.
If you wish. Not very glamorous, but I'm here to serve. Now, as with the bit of palaver with the carriage, there are several things you must do to make your wish come true. Firstly, we need a dirty great piece of paper.
I can't see one.
Up there. You pull it down.
Oh. Right. It says, row, row, row your boat. What is it about this world and lyrics?
The next thing we need is a bag of sweeties.
Okay. Oh, got them.
Finally, some music. Let your second wish come true.
Ah! Where am I? I can't see out there. The light.
Go on then. Get them to sing the song. Throw the sweeties, or they'll get angry.
But who? But why? I was wondering if you might be interested in singing a song with me.
There won't be, you know.
I thought you said.
Oh, yes, we are.
Oh, no, you're not.
Oh, yes, we are.
Well, that's fairly definite. They're largely in favour, so...
Oh, no, they're not.
Oh, yes, we are.
Sorry, I love this bit. I could go on like this for days.
But you're not going to, because we're just going to sing this blooming song, and then I'm going to hop into that audience.
Hop in? You didn't mention hopping anywhere.
Another wish, then, if that's what it takes.
Another wish. It's your last one, you know.
I have got to get out of here. Do it!
Oh, very well. There you go. But do take the sweeties.
If you want. And then I'm going to find the exit and I'm going to go home. So, music, maestro, please! Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. This is it! I'm going out there!
You must take the sweeties.
Okay! Here I go! Life is but a dream. I don't think I need the sweets after all. They're all asleep. And they're all perfectons. Living perfectons. We were excavating their planet. They died out, so what are they doing here? Wherever here is. Oh, I recognise this architecture. It's 20th century Earth. European, probably British. And the seating and the stage and the curtains. It's a theatre. An Earth theatre and perfectons. They don't go together at all. But logically, somewhere there should be a door marked. Ah, there it is. Exit. Oh, please, please let this be a real exit. A way out of this world. Whatever. I should find the answers through here. Here goes. Nothing. Nothing at all. Maybe the budget didn't stretch to doing up the outside. Perhaps I'm supposed to go back inside. No, I'll be buggered if I'll do what this world wants me to do. Hey! Hey, I can say what I like again! Buggery. Buggery. Bugger. Bugger, that settles it. I'm going forward. Geronimo! Oh, botheration! I'm back in the blinking scullery of Baron Blooming Ardup.
Language.
Wolsey!
I've got a glass slipper here that might belong to you.
Oh, Wolsey, I thought I'd made it out of here. How did you find me?
Well, quite simply, as it turned out. I didn't see you leave the ball since I'd slipped out for a moment and was otherwise occupied.
Oh, yes?
Let's just say I'd been to London to see the Queen. Anyhow, by the time Puss and I got down from the roof of the palace and returned to the ball, you were long gone. I thought that you'd been spirited off by one of your many fiancés, but they were all still present.
So you remember all that?
How could I forget? The only one of your chaps that still seemed interested was Prince Charming. He was holding this slipper up to the light and making twee little noises about searching the whole land for you.
He's not here, is he?
No, because I crept into his chambers that night and nicked the slipper. He'd put it on a little red pillow, the utter fetishist. I did have some slight help in that regard. Are you quite finished up there?
It took longer than we thought. Those Danes put up quite a struggle.
I'm just amazed you all got here at all.
The slipper did it for us. We just went with it from cottage to cottage, house to house, and the third place we visited turned out to be this one. As soon as those two old harridans started denying frantically they had a sister, we knew we were onto something.
How clever you are, Bitchy. You're starting to use the way this world works to get things done.
Exactly. We had a talk about the way things are and the way they should be, and we're all agreed that something's not right.
None of our stories match. It's as if Dame Candy and us and Wolsey, we all come from different worlds.
Which is taking multiculturalism a bit too far. The thing is that it suddenly dawned on us that the strange things the cat has been telling us might be true. We can't actually see the joins, feel how they should be, but Wolsey can.
Can you?
I'm beginning to. It seems like the more I'm around you, the more I realise that there's something profoundly wrong with the nature of who I am. That, apart from a certain nostalgia concerning Dick Whittington, was why I had to find you again. I've been listening to the voices that one hears in dreams. They seem to be saying to me... I don't know what they're saying to me. Whatever it is, it's disturbing.
I've been wondering why I was the only one who didn't take this world at face value. It's nice to know that someone else is starting to feel the same way. Oh, of course. You were the only non-sentient life form aboard the ship. Maybe that's why.
Non-sentient? What does that mean exactly? It doesn't sound terribly flattering.
It means... in my world, you were a cat. A household pet. Don't you have cats here? Real ones, I mean. About this big?
Well, of course we do, but they're not cats, like I'm a cat. Oh, my gleaming boots! There are only two of us out there, me and Puss. All the others are the size you describe and are without manners, conversation or dress sense. I'd never even considered that strange before. Still, could be worse. I could have been a big goose. There's only one of those.
There is something we could try, to free your memories of what you used to be like. You'd be a lot more help to me that way. You might even be aware of a way out of this mess.
What have I got to lose?
Grell, report.
Report. I have found an ally for the Grell. Specifically, an ogre. He requests that he be allowed to eat the human female after we have interrogated her.
Query. Does he require to eat her brain and deprive us of the data therein?
No. He informs me that he does not wish to catch mad human disease.
Conclusion. Then he will make a good ally. More reports?
A report. I too have found an ally for the Grell. Specifically, a wicked queen. She wishes the death of the human female, so she will be fairest in the land. However, this is a bad fact. The wicked queen is not beautiful.
Nevertheless, she will make a good ally. Question. More reports?
Report! I have also found an ally for the glorious Grell. Specifically, a rat king who wishes to rid the world of the human female's allies, the cats.
Good reports. We have all we need to conquer this world. We have found allies.
Found allies. Found allies. Found allies.
Okay, are we all clear about this? Waspo, I mean Bitchy, you take notes, okay?
Okay. It's what I've always dreamed of doing, watching someone attempt hypnotic regression on their pet cat.
Well, your dream's coming true, unless you have any better ideas. I'm trying to get us all out of this place, remember? Now, Moody, lend me a necklace, will you? Ah. Okay, Walls. Take it easy. You're relaxing. And as you're relaxing, you can feel your breathing slowing. And as your breathing slowing, you can feel yourself relaxing.
Bernice.
What?
Stone candy.
Oh, trust her dame to go for the oldest joke in the book. Wake her up, will you?
Wake up. Come on, wake up.
What? Sorry, I'm sure.
Do go on, Bernice. It may not be working, but it's very relaxing.
Okay. Hypnotism take 2. Close your eyes. Imagine you're on a stairway. There are 10 steps. You're walking down a step at a time, deeper and deeper into your past. When you get to the bottom, you will be able to see where you are. Here we go. 10, 9, 8.
Oh.
I know, there's a barrier, but we're going to break through it. I'm here with you, Walls. Nothing's going to hurt you. You can take the next step. Come on. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. I'm nearly there. 2, 1, 0. Wolsey?
My first memory, saying hello to you, sitting on the stile, my hand on my furry chin.
That's when I first met you here in this world. What's before that? What were you like before?
Before? I'm so small, I have no hands, only feet. To have words for these things is so strange. There's darkness outside. I'm lying on a bed, only I don't know it as a bed. I know it as soft, warm thing that smells of servant woman.
Well, it's good to know that all one's suspicions about the nature of human-cat relationships are correct. That must be back on the Winton. Is servant woman there?
No, a man came in and servant woman ran out.
That was my last night on the ship. Just before all this happened. I ran off because Lieutenant Prince had just told me a missile from Perfecton was about to hit us.
I can see a soft yellow light from the window to pictures.
Window to pictures? Pictures and words, perhaps. Is that my computer screen you're looking at?
Words? Yes. Yes, there are words. I was interested in why they were shining. I didn't know what they were then, but I can read them now.
What do they say?
They say English pantomime, a critical study by Professor F. Archduke.
English pantomime? Oh, well, slap my thigh. Panto, that's what this is.
What's panto?
It's a theatre genre. I only know it vaguely, but what I don't understand is how the matter of a thesis has become the matter of our lifestyle.
You say we're all part of a kind of story. I won't believe it. I feel real.
It's true. And you are real. We all are. If transformed. Some more than others.
Walls, how are you?
It's not important. None of us are as we should be. Therefore, we must return to what we were. Tell us more about this panto.
Oh, it's a sort of mutant offshoot of the Commedia dell'arte, developed in Britain in the early 18th century.
Mm-hmm.
Well, originally it featured Columbine and Harlequin, characters like that, but then the British, being British, started to add comedy characters who'd take the mickey out of the leads. Eventually it became the most popular form of theatre. I'm told that a lot of pantomimes were set in a curious netherworld. Half a land of kings and princes, half a satire on the age that made them, or the place where they were performed. Which seems apt for where we are. Certainly all the other details fit.
Such as?
Well, the hero was often a woman playing the part of a boy, though the girl he married at the end was also played by a woman.
Ooh, sounds fun.
And a whole class of male comedians arose who specialised in dressing up as busty old ladies to play the dame.
Really? How peculiar.
There are audience interaction traditions too. There are certain phrases that, over the years, have achieved significance simply through repetition.
Oh, no, there aren't.
Exactly. If I'd ever seen one or read one of the stories other than those that are nursery tales, then I might have recognised all this. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm just going to slip into something a little more uncomfortable. I'll meet you outside in a minute.
magic!
Don't start that again. Quite why wearing a doublet and hose should make me look like a boy, I still don't know. It's not as if my legs are that bad. I hope the audience appreciates them more than you do. Hey!
What is it?
Shh. I'm working something out. The audience. My fairy godfather could talk to the audience. He knew they were there. And he could do magic, affect this world, and he wasn't a person off the ship. Now, do you know who's the only other main character here who could talk to the audience? The King's Vizier. And I don't remember seeing him on the Winton either. So perhaps he can do magic too. He could get us out of here. Come on, let's get back to the castle. OK, now the king won't recognise me anymore, so I've got to think of a panto reason for being here. And I must remember that I'm a boy.
What ails you, boy? Why come you hence? If you go, I'll give you 20 pence.
Oh, crock, rhymes. Hello, your highness. I'm an Arab from the land of sand and scarab. I've come to work here, talking courtly for a master thin or portly. Maybe this way I'll be able to get to see the princess that I love and steal her away from under the gaze of that evil vizier.
Enough with all dramatic padding. What's your name, my boy?
Aladdin!
Well, go and find my aide, the vizier. He'll fill your head with tasks much dizzier. Go down the steps, take second right, and I'll have cook send you some broth tonight.
My king is just. My king is kind. That magic person now I'll find. Your poetry does fair astound me. That vizier rhyme always confounds me.
Parathon, Alusag, Peshwari Non.
Are you summoning a demon?
No, you fool, I'm ordering a curry. Oh, the one I seek, the boy Aladdin. I should have ordered an extra portion of rice. Oh, Aladdin, my favourite boy. May the bounties of the heavens rain down upon your land.
And on yours.
May the wealth of all the nations be carried in your barges.
And in yours.
And may the goodness of the oceans flow up your rivers.
And up. Let's get down to business, shall we?
Oh, stop messing about. It is as well you have found me, dear Aladdin, for I have a small favour to ask of you. It is a minor task, but the reward will be whopping great riches.
Some dangerous quest in the deepest, darkest corner of this land, I suppose.
How did you know? I want you to fetch me a trifle, a dirty old lake with no special powers that I've taken a fancy to. What do you think?
Let me ask you something first. Can you perform feats beyond the bounds of the physical sciences?
Oh, yes.
Then I'm your man. Where do I find this lamp?
I've got a map. It's got to be a great adventure.
Why didn't I ever notice that there was a desert just outside the king's palace before?
Life is but a dream, Walls. Well, this one is at least. Now, is everyone clear? We're going to play along with the vizier's plans. If he's not trapped here like we are, he could be pointing us in the right direction to get out of here. In a sort of panto way. If you think so.
I'm sorry, Bernice, but I think this is a long shot. The vizier is a villain after all. I don't think we should trust him.
Well, do you have any better ideas? You're becoming quite cynical, aren't you, Woolsey?
My life has been revealed to be a pantomime. How seriously am I supposed to take it?
You had a good life, you know, as you were before.
Yeah, I'm sure you kept my litter tray fresh and maintained a supply of wool mice.
Oh, Woolsey.
Oh, it doesn't matter. Look, the dwarves have found a cave. Let's see what's down there.
All right. Oh, I don't think my tights are going to survive this trip.
It's getting dark in here.
That's all right. I'm carrying a torch.
No surprises there.
Oh, if only I could remember the exact plot of the pantomime Aladdin. I had a couple of animated versions when I was a kid, but they were both totally different.
Well, don't look at me, dear. I've never had an animated Arab boy in my life, unfortunately.
I just think it would be a help if I had some idea where all this was going.
Bernice, I'm new at seeing this strange world of mine from the outside, as you do, but doesn't it occur to you that this is somehow a strange experience?
Strange? In what way?
Not sure. I thought you would know. Forget it. Oh, I think you better all come and have a look at this.
Ooh, I've never seen so many baubles in all my life.
Bag's a tiara.
Bitchy, stop! You're asking me to believe that an enormous pile of golden jewels has been sitting around, unguarded, at the end of a short tunnel for a very long time without anybody ever taking it?
Stranger things have happened. Like that business with the transvestite wolf.
But the long and the short of it is... sorry, dwarves. I mean, the point of it is... we carry on our way and cross the bridge over there without touching any of the easily accessible riches. Agreed?
All right.
Okay, then follow me.
We're back outside!
No, we're not! It's okay, everyone! You can come across! These are just illusions! Designed to scare us away, or make us fall! Keep to the stone pathway and you'll be fine! I can see an exit ahead!
Illusions, eh? So, what's this that I found, and where did it come from?
Wolsey, that is what we call a dirty great gun. Please don't press or squeeze anything!
Speaks to me of my former life.
Well, it is one of those objects that we have in the outside world and you don't have here. Thank goodness. There must be something genuinely magical about these special effects. Magic equals a door between the worlds, between this place and where we come from. That's how the gun got here.
Ooh, earthquake!
Drat, I've dropped the gun thing.
Never mind that. The world obviously doesn't want us to stay here too long. Come on, let's get out of here!
Hold hands!
Wolsey, candy, bitchy, cute, laddish, lazy, gushy, liberal, moody. That's everyone through.
It's another treasure chamber. I suppose we're not allowed to take any of this stuff either.
There's one thing that looks out of place. You could take that old lamp, bitchy. No, joke. Don't touch anything. Give me a moment to think. I know that lamp has some important function in this panto. Oh, if only I could remember what it was.
What was that?
I told you not to move. The place is obviously booby-trapped. Now, look at the floor. It's a complicated pattern. But what it almost certainly comes down to is... don't step on the white tiles. These puzzles are often deceptively simple. You see? You're getting an archaeology field trip after all. Watch the expert. As I said, it all comes down to don't step on the black tiles. Well, I'm sure I'm not meant to reach up and take the lamp, but... okay. Nothing happens if I just touch it. I'm going to try lassoing it with my belt. I'd like my epitaph to be back in a mo. Here goes! Hey! That was easy! I've got it!
I can hear something very faint, but it's coming closer.
It wouldn't be a sort of rumbling, would it?
Well, more a sort of,
Only I think I can hear a sort of rumbling. Rather like something heavy rolling towards us.
You're right. It is a rumble. Definitely a rumble.
Then I think we'd better... Alderah, lad! Bank the way we came, quickly! Back across the bridge. We're nearly there! Remember, don't touch any of the... treasure! Bitchy, you absolute... I told you not to touch anything. Those doors must be balanced to slam down if anyone takes something.
It's just what you did yourself with the lamp. You took something.
When I do it, it's archaeology. When you do it, it's shoplifting. That's the rule. Oh, goddess!
We're all going to be crushed to death! Oh. They fell through the floor. The boulders fell right through the floor.
That floor must have been like balsa wood. What sort of cave is this?
A pantomime cave. A very badly made set. Which is odd, really, because, Walls, what were you saying about this being an odd experience? Well, it's true, isn't it? This has been a rather non-generic adventure, don't you think? Well, I mean, all right, it's not a genre. The genre of adventure and perilous exploration which generally constitutes my life, but it's not really panto, is it? I mean, where are the men dressed as women and the other way round? Where are the stupid tricks and the audience interaction and the songs? No. Ever since we set foot in this cave, it's been deadly danger all the way. Odd, don't you think? Now, if only we knew what it meant. What do you reckon we should do with this lamp before we give it to the Vizier?
I'll give it a rub if you want. Clean it up a bit for him.
Absolutely not. That's the first rule of archaeology. Don't go rubbing your artifacts. Though he'll probably want to clean it himself. Oh well. Come on then. If nobody else has any suggestions, we'll just have to hand it to him and see what happens. Come on, everyone. If this whole place is that badly made, we can probably break that door down.
I can't help but think that we're all missing something rather fundamental.
Oh, you've made it. Oh, just toss the lamp up to me. I'll shower you with gold. Oh, go on.
We were just wondering, oh Vizier, what do you want it for exactly?
What do you think I want it for? As an ornament, I've got a plinth put aside for it. It'll go right between the china cats and that picture of the crying boy.
I think he's telling the truth, Bernice. He doesn't know what it's all about either.
Come on, I'm freezing up here. The toes of my slippers have gone all droopy. Yeah, I thought I was the villain in this story. Hey? Yeah. Oh!
Up there! It's the Grell!
And the ogre!
And the Wicked Queen!
And that odious King Rat.
We're surrounded!
Information! You are completely surrounded! Operation Dessert Spoon has been a complete success!
Dessert Spoon?
That's probably what they intend to do with our brains.
We could go back down to the cave.
No, cute. There's that hole, remember? We'd be trapped. You! Vizier! Have you got any magic that might help?
Well, if I'd known I was going to be attacked by a giant, I'd have brought me potions, wouldn't I? But I didn't.
Grell, what do you want with us exactly?
Your brains, your knowledge of what this world is, but most of all, we want that.
You want the lamp? Why?
It glows with power. It radiates energy. Information. My retinal sensors report it to be the most powerful artifacts we have encountered since arriving, wherever we are.
It doesn't look like it's glowing to me. And it doesn't look a bit powerful.
I have this strange feeling that we shouldn't let him rub it.
Rub it? Why should he want to rub it?
Candy.
Oh dear, sorry I spoke.
Oi! Give it back!
Information! The lamp is mine! Mine! The glory of the Grell! The glory of the Grell!
I'm just having one of those genres.
Information. They do not wish me to rub this lamp. Conclusion. I will do that.
No! Don't do that!
No! What on earth is that thing?
He's the genie of the lamp.
It's a giant bloody perfecton, that's what that is.
Information. With the aid of this being, we will conquer this world.
Come on, we can't stand against that.
It's just like the perfectons I saw in the audience. Only 100 times bigger. And awake.
Nevertheless. By my whiskers, it's killing the demons.
Query, is this being not on our side?
It's slaughtering the Grell!
Ogre! Command! Engage this being in combat!
That's not something you see every day, is it?
Then these swings go. If one of those giant beings falls, come now or I shall pick you up and carry you.
Oh, where is there to go? If we try and run... Look, we need a way out of here that won't bring us to the attention of that genie thing.
Hey? Oh, say no more. Form a circle, take my hand while I concentrate my conjugation.
I've heard that before.
Abracadabra, hocus pocus.
Hurry up!
Easy wizzy, let's get busy.
Vizier! Now!
Oh, my beloved dungeon. Oh, it's good to be home.
Now, is there any way that we can find out what that genie's doing right now?
Oh, yeah. Luckily for you, my magic mirror's turned into PNN, the Pantalan News Network. Watch.
The creature seems unstoppable. A royal decree has gone out to all the points of the kingdom seeking a hero, wood chopper, or boy with something purely given to him by an old woman who will save us all from this terrible threat. This genie is not here to grant us 3 wishes.
It's reached the kingdom.
What's it doing?
It's gone
hold of the sky!
The sky is falling!
It's not the sky, it's a backdrop. That's a theatre out there. The fourth wall has officially been broken. I think we can expect visitors.
Visitors? What do you mean?
Prince Charming!
The audience! The audience are revolting!
Candy, don't say a word. We know. Come on, we'd better go and tell the king. Right, how many men do we have?
Who is this young whippersnapper? And why does he think to advise us on military policy?
I don't believe this. Here I am about to fight a huge, highly advanced army with a force consisting of 10 soldiers in cardboard armour, a troop of comedy outlaws, 7 dwarves and my pet cat. And I've got to justify myself in panto terms. Do not be fooled by my simple garb, sire. I am your long-lost son, the prince abandoned in the woods. I was saved by a kindly woodcutter, a sweet old woman, a wolf, and a family of bears who fed me on porridge.
Son, you come to us at the most opportune time. A great genie has come upon us.
I'm not saying a word. You're making up your own jokes now.
Nobody else? It's just genie grief you're having at the moment.
Well, behind him there marches an army. But surely the genie is more important.
The genie is just a servant of the army. And if you're going to win this battle, you're going to have to give up that habit of withholding vital tactical information if it gets in the way of a bad joke.
And I didn't even make the joke.
Is this army really the audience?
We think so. They come from the fabled land beyond the sky where the big lights shine.
You know about the audience.
Oh, yeah, they loom large in our legends. Oh, they loom. They're the ones who... Oh, yeah, they're not hissing at me anymore.
So that's where that hissing sound was coming from.
In our great myths, the audience appear only infrequently. 1 or 2 of them sometimes appear and help us to sing a song. We are told that if they are angry, sweets will appease them. When this threat to our land first became apparent, I ordered an aerial bombardment on the enemy.
You dropped bombs on them?
No, licorice toffees. But if their aggression persists, I can see no option but to deploy our most